Hello. Hi guys. Good morning. Morning. Ayan. Okay. So let's see. We have si Coach Palato. No. Bakit? Ako yon. Akala mo hindi ako yon. Ayan. Sige, mag-ano na tayo, mag-start na tayo. We have a few people already. For sure naman magjo-join na yung mga yan. Inantay lang talaga siguro nilang mag 10 o'clock. So, while we are waiting for them, we can start na. So, welcome. Today is our social media management basics part 3. Part 3 na to. Nawala ako? Ito ba?
Andyan ka na.
Narinig niyo ba ako?
Yeah.
Yes, coach. Okay. So, rinig niyo ako. That's good. All right. So, yun nga. Were you able to watch part 1? Sinong mga nandito mula part 1, part 2 hanggang ngayon, part 3? Meron ba sa inyo? Yung nag-start, ayun, si Charmaine, si Lorenzana. So, mula part 1, part 2 hanggang part 3. How about the others? April, we have A-Mary or A-Mary, Joan, Christine, Stephanie, Rachel, Sa YouTube yung part 1. Okay, that's nice. First time to join, coach. Yumang, are you from Pampanga? Part 2 lang po ako, coach. Di ko alam na meron palang free SMM training. Nakita ko lang post about it. First to joining. Hello, coach. All right, there you go. First time joining. Ayan. So, sa mga hindi naka-abot, from Cavite, okay. Sorry, Sera lang ako. Kasi I know Yumangs from Pampanga. So, ayan. Anyways, alright. So, sa mga hindi attend ng part 1 and part 2, meron tayong replay and that's in our YouTube channel, so you can go there. And again, this is part 3 and probably the last one for our social media management basics. And then next week, we won't have any. Pero the following week, so the week after next week, we are going to conduct appointment setting and cold calling basics naman. So another free webinar, and it's another 3-part webinar. So interested ba kayo when it comes to appointment setting and cold calling? Do you think that's something na makakatulong din sa inyo as aspiring VAs? Yes, there you go. Lahat ba kayo ay aspiring or some of you are already VAs na? Aspiring, yay, there you go. Part-time for John. Ayan. So, again, that's gonna be next week. Ano naman tayo, appointment setting and cold calling. 3-part again yon, and we are gonna be releasing registration forms again. Kagaya ng ginawa lang din natin sa social media management basics. Okay ba yun sa inyo? Alright, so we will start our discussion for today. So our webinar agenda, first 1 hour, we are going to discuss new client onboarding process, developing a social media strategy for your clients, social media management, client discovery calls. So ano yung mga tips and tricks about that. And magkakaroon kami ng play ni Lexi later on, okay? Right? And then, of course, social media client check-in calls and why it's important. And then the second hour, since we only have 2 hours, diba? We are going to create a real estate marketing packet. So we will be putting you in breakout rooms by group. Pero hindi yun by group, hindi ninyo by group ipe-present. So each of you will be creating a real estate marketing packet. We will be providing you a premium Canva to use para ma-practice ninyo kung ano yung natututunan ninyo. So, yun yung gagawin natin. Para at the same time, meron kayong baon, di ba? Paglabas ninyo sa webinar na ito, meron kayong marketing packet of your own that you can show to your clients, a portfolio that you can add, something that you can add on your portfolio as well. Okay? Okay ba kayo doon? Or wag na? Wag na tayong mag-create ng marketing packet. Ayaw nyo ba nun? Hello, may kausap pa ba ako? Okay, ayan na. G tayo dyan, diba? Alright, we love it. Yay! Okay, so we'll go now for the client onboarding process. So the same with the part 2, madami ulit kayong mauuwi ng mga spreadsheet and all of that. So pwede nyo yan makuha again in this webinar. So new client onboarding process. This is the step-by-step basically that you are going to prepare for your clients. So number 1, Google Drive. Meron ba sa inyong hindi alam kung ano yung Google Drive? Any one of you? Meron ba? Sa mga nanonood, hindi nakakaalam ng Google Drive. Ano yung Google Drive, coach? Going once, going twice, lahat kayo alam, all good. Okay, so basically the Google Drive, it's a folder that you're going to provide to your clients, and dito ninyo ilalagay lahat-lahat ng information doon sa service na ipoprovide ninyo sa mga clients niyo. So all the deliverables, service agreement, process, standard operating procedures, lahat nandoon sa Google Drive na yon. Okay, so basically that's going to be your go-to folder for your client. Especially if you are gonna be working with several clients, mas maganda na separate folder sila each para hindi magkakahalo-halo when it comes to the graphics, the content calendar, and all of that. So you're gonna be sending them a Google Drive link wherein they will be putting all of the things that you are going to need, like for example, videos, photos, diba? So depende na sa inyo kung Google Drive or Dropbox. Dun sa ating work from home webinar naman, pinaliwanag ko sa inyo na may iba't ibang CRMs or softwares na po pwede kayong gamitin. Hi Juveline, I love you. Meron kang camera, 'di ba? Sana lahat para nakikita ko kayo, 'di ba? Step 2 is you're going to prepare a service agreement. So, you have to make sure that you're preparing your invoice in a timely manner, and you have to also indicate doon kung ano ba yung mga services na ipoprovide mo sa client mo. So, for example, you're just going to provide marketing packet, then that's the one that you're going to put on your service agreement. Dale, bakit mo naman sinara yung camera mo? Nakita ko na nga yung pogi mong mukha. Sinara mo pa, 'di ba? So, meron akong nilagay dito na service agreement. This is actually a website that you can go to. It's a signwell.com, and you can download a service contract here. And basically, if you don't want to download, pwede nyo din naman siyang tignan. So the service agreement is entered into blank. What's the date? So effective date, okay? Start date. Are you on Zoom right now? Yes. Okay, so start date, kung kailan yung start date ng service mo kay client. By and between the customer, so the name of your client located at maybe their address, their business address if they have any, and your name as the service provider located at your address, also individually referred to as the party and collectively the parties. Okay, so next is your services. So what are the things that you're going to do to them? So to do for them. So for example, social media management, branding packet, maybe creating standard operating procedures for them, or just content calendar na sila na yung gagawa. So dito ninyo ilalagay. And then your compensation. So how much is the payment for the services provided? And then this fee will be paid in accordance with the following schedule. So the total cost of the services, amount due at signing, always parang i-practice na ninyo na may 50% down payment before you really proceed in creating graphics for them and all of that stuff, okay? And then amount due at completion. So ayan, nandiyan na rin yan, okay? So this is a link that we are going to be providing to you, of course, diba? Para ma-bookmark nyo na ulit, kagaya nung ating part 1 and part 2. Ayan. So, pwede nyo na yung ilagay. Okay? Ay, bakit nasa waiting room? One in the meeting. There you go. Ayan. Okay? And then, the next one after that is we are going to create a client service roadmap. Any one of you who knows what a client services roadmap is? Meron ba sa inyong may idea? Crew. Walang may idea sa inyo about the roadmap? Okay, so mapakita ko siya on the next slide. This is a client services roadmap that you can send to your clients if you have a social media management client, okay? So it's basically, yes, a plan and a journey of how you are going to execute your services with them, okay? So number one, for example lang naman ito, you can create a different format, you can create a different branding, depende siya sa inyo guys, okay? But basically, okay, so this is what it looks like. Like for example, we will start with a client discovery call, and then after that is we are going to do your social media research and audit. And then that's going to be the start of the social media management. So before everything else, we are going to provide you with the Google Drive, with what you call this, the contract. And then after everything is settled, that's the time that we are going to start creating contents for you, scheduling contents, and managing your community. And then afterwards, merong monthly reporting and invoice, diba? So basically, it's explaining the process or yung journey ni client with you, with your services, with your company. Okay, so ganyan siya, guys. All right. Now, you have to be as specific as possible when it comes to your client services roadmap. Again, the one that I showed you was just an example. But when it comes to the processes, pwede niyong ilagay doon yung cadence, yung time na kailangan silang mag-send ng photo. Kasi pag hindi ka nakapag-send sa akin ng photo by the 10th, we won't have any photos for the next 2 weeks. So parang ganon, you have to set expectation when it comes to talking to your clients. Yung deliverables, kailan ninyo mabibigay yung deliverables, kung kailan sila magsisend ng photos or videos, etc., etc. But you have to be as specific as possible when it comes to the process na ipoprovide ninyo kay client ninyo. So, ano bang maiiwasan nun? Maiiwasan nun yung back and forth ng email or ng chat. Depende kasi sa inyo kung what's your way of communication with your client. Maybe it's email, or maybe you are talking in WhatsApp, or maybe you're talking in Slack. So, depende siya sa inyo. Okay? So, that's basically client services roadmap. Again, that really depends on you kung anong magiging itsura niya. When you go to Canva later, you can check different kinds of roadmap na po pwede ninyong maging basihan kung paano ninyo gagawin yung client services roadmap ninyo. Okay? Step 4 is you're going to provide them with client onboarding questionnaire. Okay, so I have here an example. This is actually a questionnaire for marketing. So it basically has the client name, what is their designation, are they a real estate investor, a real estate broker, a real estate wholesaler, or are they the CEO, sila ba yung social COO, or depende kung ano sila, diba? So next is their email address, of course, their personal phone number, if they have the company phone number, their website, their address. And then this is the time that they're going to input pictures. So their company logo, their client headshot, broker logo. This is basically for real estate professionals kasi, kaya siya ganyan. And then what are their, how are they going to describe their brand? How are they, what are their preferred brand fonts and brand colors, yung mga hex codes nila? And then what do they currently love about their brand, and what would you like to change or improve on your branding? So again, this questionnaire is for marketing purposes, and but for social media, it's kind of different. And ito yung mga po pwede ninyong itanong sa kanila. So what's their personal branding? Do they have the brand guidelines? If you haven't watched the part 2 yet, baka magtaka kayo kung ano yung itsura ng brand guidelines. So if you want to come back to that, part 2 is already in our YouTube channel again, para meron kayong idea anong nakapaloob sa brand guidelines. What is their business goals? Kaya ano yung gusto nilang ma-achieve? Bakit nila kayo hinahire? Bakit sila lumapit sa'yo and sa services mo? Who are their buyer persona? Kaya sino yung target audience nila? Sino yung gusto nilang ma-reach when it comes to your campaign? And then competitors, do they have, sino yung mga competitor nila in the market? Do they know anyone? Or meron ba silang nilo-look up to na competitor or someone in the industry na kaparehas nila? And then, who is your main point of contact? So, for example, you have questions, you have things that you want to, parang for approval, diba? So, sino yung right person to talk to when it comes to that? Okay, so dapat yun yung mga nakapaloob sa questionnaire ninyo. Alright, and then step 5 is the social media management SOP, or standard operating procedures. this is basically you explaining the whole process. For example, you're going to provide instructions or manual on how they can access their account and give you access to their account as well, di ba? May sample po ng onboarding questionnaire. Yes. So, nandito siya. It's clickable, guys, and we're going to upload that in our group guides again. So, pasok kayo sa private Facebook group. Doon namin ina-upload lahat ng resources. Okay? So, ayan siya. But, I can send you the link. Let me just get it real quick. Ito kasi ay, ano to ha? Ito ay for marketing. Pero para lang magkaroon kayo ng idea. Ayan siya. Okay? So, that's that. And if ipapaliwanag ko kasi sa inyong SOP ngayon and paano siya gawin, baka abutin tayo ng siyam-siyam. So, I will be creating another video for specifically for SOP lang. So, yun na lang yung gagawin natin next time. Okay? Meron ba kayong questions so far when it comes to client onboarding process? Clear na send ko na yung link. Nandiyo dyan sa Zoom. Okay? Questions so far, guys? Wala naman. All clear? Sabi, wala. Wala talaga akong kausap. Buti pa si Joveline, tumatango. Diba? So, ayan. There you go. Alright. None yet. Okay. Ayan. Sumagot naman kayo. Okay. So, now, ayan na yung roadmap, diba? Let's go to the next one. So how are we going to develop a social media strategy for our clients? So first step is you have to set goals. Okay? And when we are setting goals, we want to use the SMART acronym. Anyone here who knows the SMART acronym? Andiyan na yung SMA. Ano yung RT? Ano yung RT? Sige nga. Ano daw yung RT? Andiyan na yung SMA. But what's the RT? Reachable? Reachable ba? Realistic and time something. Gusto ko yung time something. Yon, realistic and time bound. Thank you, Hannah. There you go. So we want to always go to the SMART goals when we are creating or setting goals for our clients' social media strategy. So first is it has to be specific. Okay, sinong involved sa goal na to? Sino yung mga tao na gagawa ng social media strategy? Ako lang ba? Sino yung contact person ko na mag-a-approve? Sino yung person na lalapitan ko kapag may complaints? Sino yon, 'di ba? What do we want to accomplish in this campaign? Do we want brand awareness? Do we want more conversion? Ano yung gusto nating ma-achieve? Okay, so it has to be very specific. Where is the goal to be achieved? Where is this goal to be achieved? Okay, saan siya? Anong platform yung gagamitin natin? Magsisimula ba tayo sa Facebook and then repurpose na lang ng content sa ibang channel? Or gusto niya ba Instagram? Gusto niya ba TikTok? It has to be specific. And then why? Why do you want to achieve this goal? Bakit? Okay, kasi minsan po pwedeng sabihin sa inyo ng client, I want more followers. Okay, sabihin natin, I want 500,000 followers in my Instagram account. Now you have to ask another question. Why? Why do you want to have more followers? And then your clients might say, kasi gusto kong kumita eh. Gusto kong mag-convert sila into a lead, into a buying person, di ba? Into a buying client. Di ba? So maybe hindi naman pala acquiring more followers yung kailangan natin to achieve that goal. Maybe our goal is how we can reach the followers that we already have in our accounts para bentahan sila. Diba? Yung mga taong nagpo-follow na already sa account ni client. Okay? So, you have to dig deeper when it comes to their goals para alam din ninyo kung paano mahihit yung mga goals na yun. Okay? Second is it has to be measurable. So how many followers, kung followers man yon, how much yung gusto nilang kitain, kung gusto man nila ng conversion or if they want to drive sales, right? how are we going to reach the goal? Okay? Or how are we going to know if we already reached the goal? So for example, they are a clothing company. Okay? Kunwari yun yung client ninyo. So how many more clothes? How many more sandals? How many more, ano bang sinesell nila? Dress? Do you want to sell? Diba? Para alam natin kung na-reach ba natin yung goal natin for our clients. Meron ba tayong indicator ng progress? Paano natin ibibigay yung reporting? Diba? So it has to be measurable. Hindi pwedeng yung goal ninyo walang numbers game, and everything is a numbers game, especially if social media, kasi syempre babayaran kayo ng client ninyo, so you really have to measure your success when it comes to social media strategy. Okay, third one is it should be achievable. Okay, so meron ba tayong resources and capabilities to achieve the goal? Okay, baka mamaya gusto ni client aesthetic feed, tapos hindi naman siya marunong magpicture. Diba? Ayaw niya din naman mag-send ng product sa inyo para kayo na yung magpipicture, diba? So ayaw niya din naman ng ganon. So how are we going to achieve it? Diba? What's our capability in achieving the goal? If not, ano yung missing? What's our missing link? Diba? Yung mga tao sa industry natin, na-achieve na ba yung goal na yun before? Diba? If not, ano yung pwede nating magawa to achieve it? Okay, so yung mga ganon, it has to be achievable. Meron akong narinig before na ang group nila is 500 members. And then this client would like to have 1 million followers by the end of the year. And it has to be organic. Diba? So yung mga ganon, achievable ba yun? Dapat iniisip natin kung achievable ba yung mga ganong goal. Okay, and then the next one is, as you have mentioned, it should be realistic. So bakit ko nasabi yun? Is that goal realistic and within reach? So ayan, what do you mean by organic? Organic means that we are not going to use any Facebook ads or advertisement. Hindi tayo magpe-paid ads. So talagang organic meaning magpo-post ka lang, magpapa-webinar possibly para makakuha ng leads and makakuha ng mga joiners sa group. So yun yung strategy na gagawin. But not really using Facebook ads or paid advertisements. Okay, so that's organic for Ameri. Is the goal reachable given the time and resources? Okay, so halimbawa gusto na by the end of the year and it's already July. So ilang buwan na lang, August, September, October, November, December. You have 5 months to achieve 1 million and currently it has 500 members in the group. Is that goal achievable or reachable? If yes, what's our strategy to do that? Diba? So yung mga ganon. Are you able to commit to achieving the goal? So like for example, na audit na natin yung group and nakita natin na kapag may mga free webinars, that's the time na dumadami yung pumapasok sa group, dumadami yung nagjo-join sa group. So are you committed in doing webinars every 2 weeks? Parang ganun siya. Okay, so nakukuha nyo ba? Ganun yung magiging strategy natin. And how committed are you as the CEO of the company or the owner of the business in doing that to achieve your goal? Diba? So, and then the last one is timely. Does my goal have a deadline? So yung kagaya nung sa example ko, the deadline is going to be December 2022. What date? Para alam natin, di ba? And then by when do you want to achieve your goal? So by the 30th, di ba? By the 25th, para masabi natin and masukat natin, di ba? So for example, 500 to 1 million. So ilan pa yung kulang mo? 995, tama ba? Because di talaga ako magaling sa math. Alam nyo yan. 10,000, 100,000, 1 million minus 500. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ay, oh yun. Ilan yun guys? Hindi din kayo magaling sa math? Para-pares tayo. 999,500. Ay, ang galing ni Charmaine. Iba ka dyan. So, 999,500. Divide mo siya into 5 months. Diba? Divided by 5 months. So, kailangan meron kang 199,900 joiners per month. Okay? So, yun yung kailangan ninyong malaman, di ba? Per week, ilan siya? So, kung 199,900 per month and we have 4 weeks, i-divide mo pa yun into 4. So, dapat meron tayong 49,975 joiners per week para ma-achieve natin yung goal natin by the end of the year. Di ba? So, yung mga ganun. Okay? So, that's specific. That is SMART goals. Okay? Now, the next step, when you already set your goals, it's already specific, it's already measurable, it's already achievable, it's realistic, and you have the time. The next thing that you have to do is to do a market research. Number 1, you have to do a market research on your target audience. Okay? So when you're talking to your clients or when you're talking to your prospect client, you have to ask them, who is your target audience? Okay? Anong age nila? Ano yung gender nila? Are we targeting all female? Are we targeting kids, toddlers? Are we targeting male? Where are they located? Are they in the Philippines? Are they in the US? Pag sinabi mong abroad, saan specific na country yung target natin? What's their interest? Diba? Saan sila interesado? Interesado ba sila sa K-pop? Interesado ba sila sa K-drama? Interesado ba sila sa food? Sa restaurant? Ano pa ba? Sa sports? What's their behavior? Okay? So you have to ask them, what type of people are buying your products right now? So, who are you trying to reach? So, possibly, yung mga tao na bumibili ng mga products nila ngayon and yung target audience nila na gusto nilang ma-reach is 2 different people. So, how are we going to really pinpoint or parang maabot, how are we going to reach yung target audience talaga nila or yung target market talaga nila? Okay, so that's how you are going to do a market research on your target audience. Second one is you have to do our market research about their competitors. Okay? So your clients will have competitors in the industry. For example, your clients are doing spa, wellness spa, or maybe dental clinic. So you have to check kung sino yung mga competitors nila. For example, in a geographic location, sino yung mga dentist sa Cebu, sino yung mga dentist sa Cebu City. Diba? Ano yung mga pinopost nila sa social media? Or maybe they're looking up to big brands. So ano yung mga pinopost ng mga brands na yon? Diba? How often are they posting in their social media channels? Okay, so you have to check. Anong channels yung nile-leverage nila? So for example, yun, dental clinic. So saan sila mas nagle-leverage? Nagle-leverage ba sila sa Instagram? Mas ginagamit ba nila yung Facebook? Ano yung mga pinopost nila doon? Are they posting teeth? Diba? Are they posting braces? Ano yung mga makaka-help sa client ninyo? Okay, so there are also time that you will be able to fill in the gap in the market. So for example, they are, yun nga, dental clinic, and wala pa palang dental clinic na podcast channel. So maybe your CEO or yung owner ng company, baka game siya na magkaroon ng podcast about how they can really educate people sa importance ng ngipin natin. Diba? So yung mga ganon. And then, second one is, you can also follow your competitor market's lead. Okay, so like, what are they doing na nag-work sa kanila? Pwede nyo namang i-follow yun. When I say i-follow, it doesn't mean na gagayahin ninyo yung post nila or kukopyahin ninyo yung post nila. Wala namang ganon, okay? So my app or software po ba para mas mapadali malaman kung ilan yung competitors sa specific industry or need to manually look it up in social media? I'm not 100% sure if there's an app already, but we do it manually. So ito naman guys, hindi nyo naman to gagawin like every month na magre-research kayo. Pwede nyo itong gawin, halimbawa 3 months yung contract ninyo kay client, and then you're going to do it once a month. And then for the next 3 months, doon na kayo magbabase sa market research na yun. Okay, but sa tawag dito, buyer persona o sa target audience, meron si HubSpot, I believe, na link for you to check yung buyer persona. Okay, but that's a good question. It really takes time, pero ayun, kailangan nyo talaga siyang gawin for your audience, your target market. Okay, so hanapin ko lang yung buyer persona para ma-provide ko sa inyo kung ano din yung itsura niya. Okay. I believe HubSpot yan. Ayun. Make my persona by HubSpot na siya. Ito yung link. Tapos downloadable na din ito. So pwede ninyong ma-download. There you go guys. So anong itsura niya? Let's see. Okay. So this is what it looks like guys. And then you can allow cookies or you can decline. And then you will make my persona. So build my persona. What's the name of your persona? So for example, let's say Revasis. Tapos pili ka lang ng itsura. Tayo sa pink hair. Ayan. And then afterwards, go to the next one. How old are they? So 18 to 24, 25 to 34, depende sa inyo. What's the highest degree or level of school persona? Pwedeng ganyan. And then select an industry. Let's go to real estate. What's the size of their organization? Self-employed. What's their job title? Say virtual assistants. How is their job measured? Ayan. So you can put na lang yan. Leads generated. And productivity. Time management. Diba? Lead conversion. Closing. Ayan. Closings. Who do they report to? CEO. Ayan. And then next one. What are their goals or objectives? Diba? So anong goals or objectives ng mga target market niyo? So they want to have revenue for sure. Diba? What are their biggest challenges? So they don't have resources, change management, collaboration. Well, lagyan na natin lahat. Diba? Communication. What are their job responsibilities? So content creation. Appointment setting, cold calling, email marketing. Ano pa bang ginagawa ng mga social media management, transaction coordinator, ginagawa ng mga manage. Right? How they work. So they have word processing programs, reporting softwares. How do they prefer to communicate? So they can communicate through phone, through email, social media, but they can do face-to-face. Kasi virtual assistants nga, diba? How do they gain information for their job? So maybe they took a course, online course, free webinars, social media. Saan sila nakabelong? Yan, right? Then afterwards, ayan, meron na kayong make me persona overview, itsura niya, and then You can save this or download and export. Just have to put here your information. And then you can download now. Okay? So, ganun siya. Questions about the reporting. Ayan, diba? So, you can check HubSpot, make my persona later. Okay? Para mas magkaroon kayo ng idea about your target audience. Now, the next one that you're going to do, so ano yung number 1? Tatandaan nyo pa ba? Ano yung number 1? Wala na, nakatulog na. Ano yung number 1 na kailangan ninyong gawin? Hala, wala nakakalam sa inyo. Kukurutin ko yung mga singit nyo. Juveline, ano yung number 1? Set goals. O, diba? Kahit nakamute ka, naintindihan kita. Number 2 is, ano yung gagawin sa number 2? Uy, kayo ha. Grabe makakalimutin na kayo agad-agad. Wala pa tayong 1 hour. Kaloka kayo dyan. So, second is market research. Okay? Yes, RG. O, tinanong si RG, kahit nasa jeep yan, lavarn na lavarn. Diba? So, market research, dalawa yung ima-market research ninyo. At sino-sino yon? Sino yung mga ima-market research ninyo? Audience and competitor. Thank you, Christine. All right, so step 3 or the third thing that you have to do for your strategy is to audit their social media account. So we're not going to discuss this further. Naipaliwanag ko to sa inyo nung part 2. Nabigyan ko din kayo ng social media audit, diba, na PDF. Lahat ba kayo nakakuha nun? Ng PDF? Para ma-audit yung mga social media channels ni client? Okay, that's good. So in auditing, you have to check how many number of followers they currently have right now, the average number of engagement, average number of reach, average number of impressions, diba? Yung posting schedules nila, consistent ba? Social media bio, okay? Or yung branding guidelines nila in general. Social media contents, diba? So, Mary, if you weren't able to attend sa part 2, join ka sa Facebook group ni Revasis. Nandoon sa guides lahat ng resources. Okay? Para mabalikan ninyo and ma-download ninyo. Part 2, madami tayong pinamigay na mga ganyan. Okay? So, that's what you're going to check. Okay? Pag ino-audit ninyo yung mga social media channels ng mga client ninyo. Right? And then the next one is the process na. Okay, so you have to establish social media process. Okay, so this is where your standard operating procedures will come in. Again, it's super haba. If we're going to do it right now, mauubos yung oras natin. But basically, you are going to put there what are the tools that you're going to use, when and how many times are we going to post, and who is the right person in contact for design approvals, or maybe complaints. Okay, sino yung right person to contact ninyo? Okay, so this standard operating procedures is something that you can provide to your client para alam nila kung paano pinopost, or maybe magkakaroon sila ng bagong VA in the future, tas mapopromote kayo. So hindi na kayo mahihirapan na ipasa yung mga tasks na ginagawa ninyo for them. Kasi meron na kayong in-establish na process na gumagana for your clients. Okay, so that is basically what standard operating procedures are about. And then, this is the exciting part. So this is where you're going to create your social media content. Okay, and you're going to create a calendar for your clients. So nandiyan na yung hashtags, yung caption creation, yung content pillars, and your content calendar. So, Marivic and Mary, you can join our private Facebook group. Nandoon to. Okay? So, basically, this is what it looks like. Ayan. Ito na pala, mga bakla ng taon. Huwag na kayo malungkot. Ayan. Pero mag-join na rin kayo. Ayan, o, diba? So, This is your content pillars. Pwede nyo na rin sagutan yan dyan. This is what your calendar looks like. Your content, the events that if ever, di ba, may events like ganito, free webinars, and the hashtags. So you can do that for your clients. Send this one to your clients, di ba, para meron na sila agad copy. Right? So that's the time that you're going to create content na for them. Okay? And then, ayan na pala. So that's the last part. Social media content creation. Okay? Any questions about creating strategy for your clients' businesses? Meron ba? Grabe ang tahimik na. Nabibingi ako. None po. Wow. Si Dale yan, no? Okay, so that's that. All right. Okay, so if you don't have any questions, punta na tayo sa discovery call. So before kami mag-discovery call ni Lexi, this is basically what we're going to do during discovery call. And for those of you who don't know what discovery call is, okay, a discovery call, this is your first conversation with your prospect client after they show initial interest in your products or services. So sila yung maa-attract sa mga contents na nilalabas ninyo, and sila yung mag-i-inquire sa inyo. So, it's different from interview kasi this time, kayo yung mag-i-interview kay client, okay? To get to know their business, to get to know your customers, to see if they could be a good fit for your business, okay? So, that's that. Now, number one, you have to be human. So, during all conversations, you have to break the ice. You can ask about the weather, you can ask how are they doing, diba? So para lang magkaroon ng conversation starter na mga questions, okay? And then number two is you can ask them, so tell us a little bit about your business. What are your products? What are your services? Ano yung problems na sinosolve nila? And then you have to dig a little bit deeper about the problem na sinasabi nila sa inyo, okay? After that is you can introduce what are the services that you can offer to them. Okay, so syempre narinig nyo na, di ba, kung ano yung kanilang problema. Okay, so ida-diagnose ninyo para kayong mga doktor. So after diagnosing, mag-provide na kayo ng recommendation. Okay, so ano yung mga services na ino-offer ninyo na po pwedeng makatulong sa problem ni client. Okay, and then number 4 is, dun nyo na ilalabas yung process ninyo, yung inyong client roadmap. Okay, so client services roadmap, that's the time that you're going to pull it out, and then pag-usapan na ninyo yung pricing, pag-usapan na ninyo yung cadence and all of that. You can ask when would you want to achieve your goal, diba? Or kailan nyo gustong mag-start, po pwede nyong tanongin yon. And you can also ask them about their budget. Kung meron ba silang budget, at kung magkano yung budget nila when it comes to the campaign that we're going to do for them. Okay, so huwag kayong mahihiyang magtanong ng budget or when it comes to pera, okay? Kasi ayaw naman natin na mag-provide ng free services, lalo kapag ganun, lalo kung kaya nyo na, di ba? Okay, so ayan. Right, so magde-discovery call kami ni Lexi. Lexi, ready ka na ba?
Hala, meron pala.
Are you ready? Ready?
Rinig mo ako? Rinig mo
Hindi
ako?
kita naririnig. Naririnig niyo ba si Lexi?
Hello?
Rinig niyo si Lexi?
Oo daw.
Totoo ba? Ayan na, narinig na kita.
Ayan.
Bakit hindi kita marinig kanina?
Awan ko.
Anyway, sige, mag-start tayo. Ready ka na ba?
Wait, ikaw yung SMM, ako yung client.
Ako yung social media. Wala ka bang camera? Mag-open ka naman ng camera.
Huwag na, iya ako eh. Huwag na.
Please na! Just kung mag-open ng camera si Lexi, type yes. Type
No.
yes.
Okay. Wait lang. Ayusin ko lang hair ko.
Oh, yes daw.
Sila daw, sabi kami.
Kami?
Ano yung kami?
Si RG. RG, di ka pwedeng mag-open cam. nasa jeep ka, kumalma ka dyan bakla. Open ka, ayan na, andyan na si Lexi May. Okay, so kunwari, kakapasok pa lang namin sa Zoom, yun yung scenario ha, huwag nyo kaming i-judge.
Okay.
Ayan si Lexi, huwag yung i-judge si Lexi. Okay, so magdi-discovery call kami. Alright, so, hi Lexi, how are you doing?
Hi, good day. I'm good. How about you?
Okay, so kamusta naman dyan? Saan ka nga ulit located?
Pwede ba sabihin Philippines?
Tagalog tayo kasi Pinoy ka, nang gigil.
Okay. Sige. Ano po, from Cainta, Rizal.
Kainta, okay. So, ayan. So, I received your inquiry sa social media account ni Revasis and you mentioned some problems but I want to dig a little deeper. So that's basically the goal of our discovery call is to really get to know more about you and your business and just to check if we can be a good fit for each other. Okay, so tell me a little bit about your business, ano yung mga products ninyo, ano yung mga services na ina-offer niyo.
Okay, so meron kaming small business, ano lang siya, clothing store. Nag-start kami last year, December with my friends. And then nung una, okay naman yung business kasi lagi kami nakakapag-post daily, nakakapag-reply sa mga inquiries. Doing good kasi for us, yung kinikita namin per week is nasa 10K. So, okay na siya sa amin panimula.
Okay.
And then, syempre lahat kami may mga pasok, full-time jobs. So, nawala ng time. Yun number one. Walang time to post in social media. And then, pangalawa, syempre dahil hindi na kami lagi nakikita sa feed, gusto namin to reach more people and ma-increase yung online presence ng page. Kasi as of now, nasa parang 700 plus yung likes ng Facebook namin.
Okay. Meron ba kayong specific number of likes na hinahanap when it comes to your page?
Siguro kahit parang okay na kami hanggang 1,500 muna.
Okay. 1,500. And you mentioned na this is a business with your friends, right? Okay. And when it comes to, for example, sa halimbawa kukunin mo yung services namin, Lexi, no? So, sino yung magiging point of contact ko? And how many are you na friends?
Okay. Since sila yung ano bang ibang term ng toka? nakatoka pagdating sa mga pag-release ng orders, if ever may dadating na order from Shopee, sila yung nag-aasikaso nun. And then ako sa social media, so ako yung magiging contact mo.
Okay. So ikaw yun. But for example, merong mga complaints ako na matatanggap sa social media, ikaw pa rin ba yung lalapitan ko or meron ng iba?
Siguro ako na lang para hindi tayo masyadong magulo, parang ganun.
And when it comes to approval ng mga social media graphics, ikaw din?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So that's that. Now, so Revassist has different services actually. Number one is meron kaming, parang magpo-provide lang kami ng strategy sa inyo. So basically, we are going to not really coach you but provide you with strategy kung paano nyo siya mai-implement on your own. But upon hearing your problem, I think kailangan nyo talaga ng people to post for you, create contents for you para maging consistent yung magiging cadence natin. Tama ba ako?
Yes.
Okay. So that's that. Now, the second one is when it comes to the products, meron na ba kayong mga pictures ng products ninyo or saan ako kukuha ng mga yon?
Meron kaming folder sa Google Drive. Pwede ko siyang ibigay sa'yo if ever.
Ang bongga, may Google Drive na kayo agad-agad. Pero actually, I will be providing you a Google Drive para dun namin makikita lahat-lahat ng yun, okay?
Okay.
Alright, so I just wanted to also give you a heads up, okay, na meron kaming, what we are going to do for you is to manage your social media only. So we're not going to do any paid ads or Facebook marketing, all of that. So upon hearing your problem earlier, sabi mo ang focus ninyo is Facebook, tama ba? Or meron pa kayong ibang shop?
Meron pa kaming Instagram and TikTok.
Okay. So lahat ba yon ay pagtutuunan natin ng pansin or meron lang kayong isang target platform ngayon?
Siguro, since yung ipopost mo naman sa Facebook, pwede rin ma-post sa IG. Mas okay kung lahat sila mata-target. Yung tatlong platform magagamit.
Okay. Pero what's your primary platform?
Shopee ba? Siguro Facebook. Sige, Facebook.
Facebook. Okay. So, primary platform natin is Facebook and then the rest is repurposing yung gagawin natin.
Yes.
Okay. So, I just wanted also to give you a brief background as to what's going to happen. So, this is our client services roadmap, Lexi. If you can see, nandito na tayo sa discovery call stage. Lakihan ko siya kasi lumalapit ka sa screen mo. Pasensya na. Okay. So, dito tayo sa client discovery call stage, and then afterwards I will be sending you a business proposal or the service agreement. I will be including there lahat ng mga things na gagawin namin for your social media channel, and also we are going to put there processes, mga instructions on how you can give us access sa iyong Facebook account, Instagram, and TikTok as well. And then afterwards, so once the payment is settled, also I want to ask you that. So sabi mo kanina pala 10K a month yung nagiging income ninyo as friends. Nung nag-uumpisa kayo, hanggang ngayon ba yun?
I'll check with our accountant. Hindi ko alam, di ba?
Okay, no problem. Pero like, what's your budget when it comes to this campaign? Hindi naman to totoo.
Hindi ko alam yung sasagot ko kasi wala akong idea. Pero sige, siguro mga 5,000 sample.
All right. So that's okay. So we will be drafting a contract with the pricing as well. Pati yung kung kailan yung cadence ng payment or when are we going to send you invoices for the product. So ganun siyang mangyayari after our discovery call. So it will be sent to you via email. Then you can reply sa akin sa email na yun na lang din. And then afterwards, so magagawa na kami, me and my team, we're going to conduct a social media research and audit sa mga platforms ninyo, especially if we have the access already. So doon namin makikita yung insights. When I say insights, dito natin makikita kung how are your social media platforms performing right now, para makita natin yung difference when you availed our services, okay? And makita din natin kung paano yung strategy natin para maabot natin yung goal ninyo, okay? And then after that, magkakaroon tayo dito na tayo mag-start ng content creation, posting. We are going to be sending you creatives or graphics na i-approve mo since ikaw naman yung point of contact ng team namin. And then we are going to set like a monthly or weekly or bi-weekly monthly reporting or check-in calls so that we can see if we are accomplishing your goals or yung campaign na pinoprovide namin sa inyo ay according to the goals that you set when we have this discovery call. Okay, so that's basically the process. Any questions so far about that?
Kailan masasend ulit yung proposal?
After our discovery call, we will be sending you the proposal via email.
As in within the day?
Yes, within the day.
Okay.
Hindi, ayun. Okay, so, all right. So, I think that's basically it. Do you have any other question other than that?
Ay, ako pala. Akala ko tapos na.
Yung client ko bakla, di ba?
Okay, I'm all good na. Thank you.
Right. So that's it, Lexi. Thank you so much. And paantay na lang nung proposal. Alright, thank you. O, ganun siya. O, diba? Ganun siya mga bakla. May question ba kayo? Wala na sila. Iniwan na nila tayo. Iniwan na pala nila tayo sa Zoom. Minsan nagigigil din ako sa mga to eh. Okay. So, syempre kung American yung client ninyo, you can say that in English naman. Right? Pero ginawa namin siyang Tagalog para mas maintindihan ninyo kung paano niyo siya i-deliver. Okay. Alright. So, that's that. What if di mo bet yung budget ni client? Carry bang mag-bargain? Yes, oo naman. So, you can definitely do bargain. Pwede nyo ding sabihin na, di ba, nagsasabi na kayo ng offers ninyo, ng services ninyo. So you can tell them, we have plan B wherein we are just going to create your insights, weekly reporting, your content graphics, scheduling, and that's for 5,999. So pwede nyo sabihin na gano'n. Okay? So pwede nyo sabihin nyo. And then the plan C, di ba, aside from your client services roadmap, pwede kayong gumawa ng isang slide for your pricing. So, pwede yun. Depende siya sa inyo. Yes. Okay. Actually, more on the clients. Kaya lang kasi, minsan ikaw na yung magdadrive ng call kasi hindi alam ni client kung paano siya sasagutin or ano ba yung mga kailangan niyang sabihin. Kaya ako yung nagtatanong kanina. But most of the time talaga, kailangan si client yung nagdudo ng talking. Okay, so kapag US yung clients niyo, madami yan silang sinasabi. So you really have to be taking down notes na mabilis, ang bonggang-bongga. Okay, can you give us idea if how much dapat yung rate sa service as SMM? Actually, merong pricing for that, but depende siya sa inyo. Like for example, if you're going to be hired, naging marketing assistant ako for $7 an hour, so 8 hours a day yun. So, ang ginagawa ko lang is basically all the marketing packets or flyers, ano pa ba? Social media posts, graphics, yon. So, $7 per hour, and then 8 hours a day yon. So, ganun siya. Meron din naman mga social media pricing. Sige, include namin yan dun sa resources ninyo sa groups para meron kayong parang basihan na ito yung mga, alimbawa, package 1 or package A, package B, ano yung mga inclusion and how much. And then package C, ano yung inclusion and how much. Okay? So, lagyan na lang namin sa, hindi ako nakagawa ng slide for that. I forgot, so I'm so sorry. Pero, yun, pwede kong gawin yun, ilagay doon. Okay. Budget po is budget for the VA or sa posting ng ads. So again, kanina nilinaw ko sa kanya na kami ay magmamanage lang ng group ninyo. We are not gonna do Facebook ads for you, di ba? So kailangan na malinaw yon during your discovery call process para alam ni client kung ano ba yung gagawin ninyo for them. Okay. Required ba mag-discovery call if may client na? So it really depends. Sometimes you are gonna do interview, lalo kung hourly rate or i-hire ka nila talaga under their company. Or minsan naman, madaming mga social media managers na project-based siya. So kung project-based yung makukuha ninyo, talagang may discovery call. Kasi kapag walang discovery call, hindi ninyo malalaman kung ano yung goals ni client. Hindi kayo makaka-develop ng strategy na para sa kanila. Diba? And ayaw naman natin yun. Kasi gusto natin ma-achieve yung goal ni client natin. Hindi yung parang magiging pala decision tayo na ito yung ipopost ko para sa kanila, ito yung gagawin kong strategy. Malay nyo, ayaw pala ni client na posting parang once a day. Gusto nila 3 times a day lang. Diba yung mga ganon? So, kailangan talaga may discovery call. Alright. Hi, Yssa! Okay. So, any other question? Meron pa ba? May question pa ba kayo? Hello, hello. Hello, tao ba to? Coach, may sort of format po ba about presenting strategy? Meron actually. Gusto ko yun isama dito sa natin, sa topic natin. Kaso kasi guys, pag sinama ko yun, hindi tayo makakagawa ng marketing packet. So, sige, magte-create na lang ako ng okay lang ba yun? Magte-create ako ng video about that. So, separate video for the SOP and then separate video para dun sa strategy. Tsaka kung magbibigay ako ng template ng social media strategy na po pwede ninyong ibigay kay client. Okay lang ba yun? Makakaasa ba kung magsusubscribe kayo sa channel namin? Plug na rin, di ba? Plug tayo, mga bakla, alam nyo yan. Mag-subscribe kayo, ha? Yes, opo. Oo, sige, gagawa ako. Gusto ko yun gusto ko siyang gawin. Kaya lang kasi parang yun pa lang sa pagpe-present pa lang nun, parang baka it takes 30 minutes or 1 hour for you to do that. Syempre kasi may question and answer pa yan with the client, diba? So, ayun. Pero sige, gagawa ako niya. I promise. I promise you. I promise you. Okay, question pa. Since newbie kami, mahihirapan kami gumawa ng strategy. I-fake na lang ba na? Oy! Never. Huwag kayong mag-fake. Okay? So, kaya nga tinuturo sa inyo ito Kasi para malaman ninyo kung paano yung gagawin ninyong strategy. Okay? So, alimbawa ngayon, after ng discovery call, okay, nakakakabayan, huwag kayong mag-fake. Pangit yung fake. Okay? Dapat totoo tayo. Okay, so it doesn't mean na kayo ay mga newbie, hindi ninyo matututunan tong mga to. So ito, check-in calls. Okay, so check-in calls, we do this depende sa cadence niyo ni client if you're going to do weekly check-in calls, monthly check-in calls, bi-weekly check-in calls. Depende yan siya sa inyo. But basically, it brings communication together while immediately resolving questions and confusions for everyone. So ito na yung reporting. Meron dito sa inyong nag-request ng reporting nung part 2. Nandito ka ba? Alam ko na meron nag-request sa inyo nun. So what are you going to do during the check-in calls is number 1, you have to accomplish your goals. Yung mga accomplished goals, yun yung i-report ninyo. So yung mga request na na-check off na natin from the discovery call. Like for example, na-access na yung account ni client, nakagawa na ng strategy, nakagawa na ng contents, and nakapag-post na rin or nakapag-schedule na. Second is you have to report. Okay, ipe-present ninyo yung reporting, yung data statistics of your client social media accounts, ano yung mga recommendation and action plan for the next strategy. And then, if there are any other requests from your clients, that's the time that you can accommodate it. Okay? And then number 3, after the discovery call that's the time that, or check-in call that's the time that you are going to execute your deliverables. Okay? So, implementation of new strategy, kung napag-usapan nyo man yun during the check-in call na hindi ko pala kaya na mag-send ng post sa'yo or ng picture sa'yo. So, ano yung next strategy na gagawin natin after that? Okay? And or continuation ng strategy na na-provide mo during the discovery call. Okay? So, depending on the outcome of the client's check-in call. Okay? So, depende yun sa outcome. Now, dito kay Mary, kinabahan naman ako sa'yo ng bahagya, very light. So, for example lang naalala ninyo yung ginawa nating audit last time sa Revasis? Ito, naalala nyo pa to? You still remember this one, guys? So, sobrang liit. So, ayan. So, makikita natin dito na, for example, ito yung reporting natin kay Lexi. So, Lexi, we were able to see, parang ito yung social media reach ninyo. So, mataas yung nakukuha na reach ninyo sa TikTok compared to Facebook and Instagram. Okay? And when it comes to engagement, mataas naman yung nakukuha ninyong engagement sa Facebook, diba? Sa TikTok pa din, lalo nung last week, diba? And then for the week of Feb 27 to March 5th, mataas yung sa Facebook ninyo. So, babalikan ninyo yan ngayon using your Facebook Business Suite. Teka lang, ano ko lang kayo. I-pause ko lang kayo saglit para mabuksan natin yung business suite. So, ayan yung Facebook business suite natin, di ba? So, pupunta tayo sa Facebook. And then, you can see here, Meta Business Suite. So, click nyo yan. Ayun, bakla, naggaganito sa akin. Nakakainis.
Bakit ganon? Hindi naman kayo may-ari.
Ayaw nila akong papasukin. Nanggigigil ako. Sige nga, ikaw nga, Bax.
Okay, wait lang. Add ko lang muna.
Okay lang, Mary. That's okay. Kasi maganda na nagtatanong kayo ng ganyan, di ba? Hindi nyo naman yun kailangan i-fake. Maaaral nyo yun, promise. Di ba? Okay lang, wag kang mag-sorry. That's okay.
Eto.
So, di ba? Sabi dun sa report natin is the week of February 27 to March 5th. Pwede mo ba puntahan yun, Lexi? 27, Feb 27 daw, to March 5. Papakita mo din siya kay client. So, ang taas yung Facebook reach mo dito is 1,245. And can you go to the content, Lexi? And then, click nyo yung reach. Alright. So, the one that, yung pinakamataas na reach, ano yan, tungkol saan siya? It's a YouTube video on how you can start your virtual assistant support. Kunwari, doon sa ano ni Lexi, kunwari sa clothing business ni Lexi. So, yung mataas na reach na nakuha ninyo during this week is nung time na nag-Facebook live kayo. So, doon kayo madaming nakuha. Now, the strategy na po pwede ninyong i-provide doon since nawala na nga sila, diba? So, meron bang way for you or your friends, halimbawa nakuha nyo na 5 sila, meron bang isa sa inyo na po pwedeng mag-Facebook Live or maybe hire a person that can do Facebook Live for you? Diba? So, yung mga ganong strategy, okay? Coach, may I ask po na sample mo through organic, ano daw? Yung insight po na sample mo through, oo. Hindi kayo maniniwala, pero oo. Totoo siya. Organic lang siya. Diba? So, yung mga ganun, guys. So, Mary, nakukuha mo ba? So, kailangan mo siyang tignan. Ano kaya yung ginawa nung page na yun? Bakit mataas yung reach niya? Ngayon, halimbawa si Revasis. So, coach, kaya mo bang mag-create ng panibagong content about virtual assistants na video form? Kasi doon, interesado yung tao. Diba? Yung mga ganon. So, that's the time that you can create strategy for your client. So, you don't have to fake it. Hindi mo kailangan i-fake. Kailangan mo lang aralin. Ano kaya yung ginawa nila nung week na to? The second week, Lexi, is March 13 to March 19. Okay? So, kaya tayo nag-social media insight para alamin. Okay? So, it's a RevaPod episode. Can you click that one?
Ayaw niyang maklik.
Bakit? I think this is Coach Ma'am Shishina, The Secret of Time. So, Coach, ito parang halimbawa, ako din yung client, ako din yung VA. Kunwari. So, Coach, this is the time na nagkaroon ka ng live ulit. It's a live video again and meron kang collaboration with Ma'am Shishina. So, the next strategy na pwede mong i-provide kay client mo is, possible ba, Coach, na magkaroon ka ng guest every week kung gusto nating maabot yung goal mo or ma-reach yung goal mo, 'di ba? So yun yung mga strategy na po pwede ninyong i-create kay client ninyo. Okay? So halimbawa naman, gusto ko madaming like, gusto ko madaming comment, yun yung gusto na strategy ng client mo. So pwede nyo din naman sabihin na, okay, so ito yung pinakamadami mo, ito yung comments, 'di ba? So Or pwede din tayong gumawa ng strategy na ano naman na baka pwede kang magpa free course tapos lalagay natin dun sa criteria na mag-comment ng 3 person or i-share yung post na to, etc. etc. Pero yung question ko po kasi, if paano kami magbibigay ng strategy if wala pa kaming access sa social media platform niya? Yeah, possible yun. Okay, pero pwede naman kasi kayong tumingin, halimbawa, Lexi, punta ka sa Facebook page ninyo ng prep. Punta ka nga sa Facebook page ng prep. So, Lexi, kunwari, hindi pa siya nagpo-provide sa akin ng kahit anong login information or access. Okay? So, sige, baba ka nga, Lexi. Number 1, sige, baba ka pa. Ay, ako na lang mag-access ng screen mo. Pwede ba yan? Okay. So, number 1, audit. Walang description. Sino yung target nyo? Diba? Ano yung pinoprovide nyo? What's your difference among all others? Go back. Client, okay ka na ba dito? Diba? Are you proud of this logo? Diba? Or gusto mo pa bang baguhin? Are you proud of this Facebook cover photo? Diba? Yung mga ganon. So kahit wala pa, ano yung mga pwede ninyong babago? Reviews. Diba? 1 review lang yung meron tayo. Ano yung pwede nating gawing strategy to create or get more reviews? Second, diba? Guidelines. Diba? So, you can ask them, meron bang nabago dito or is this something na ginagamit pa rin nila? Or gusto ba nilang parang i-rebrand natin to? Diba? They posted July 14. So, hindi sila consistent. Diba? Kung gusto nila ng everyday posting. This one is not branded. Gusto ba nila yung ipopost natin is branded ba nila? This is a proof of transaction but not branded to. And this was posted July 11. So po pwede ninyong sabihin na consistency in posting schedule is something, diba? Another strategy. Diba? So ito, it's not branded to. Right? So yung mga ganun, pwede ninyong makita yon or kahit hindi pa kayo nabibigyan ng access, this is something that you can edit. Or audit, sorry, you can audit sa labas. Okay ba yun, Mary? Nasagot ko ba yung question mo? Ayun, di ba? Pakak na pakak tayo. Masarap talaga magturo pag Tagalog. Alright, so ganun siya, guys. So hindi nyo kailangan na mag-fake or na hindi nyo kailangan na ano tawag dyan, generic strategy. Kasi di ba lagi nyo maririnig yan kahit sa mga ibang social media managers or ibang coaches na no, one size fits all. Walang ganun. Okay, so ito yung mga bagay na kailangan nyo talagang tignan, pagtuunan ng oras, ng panahon, yung mga profiles ng client ninyo to check. Okay? Okay ba tayo doon? So 11:15 na. Napadaldal na naman ako ng bonggang-bongga. So Lexi, can you give them access sa Canva natin?
Okay.
Yung for students. And while Lexi is doing that, ready na ba kayo? Gagawa tayo ng marketing packet, okay? So para lang may idea kayo. Ano yung sinasabi ni coach na marketing packet? Ano yun, coach, diba?
Dito na lang sa chat box. Wait lang. Double check ko. Mamaya hindi siya malagi. Okay, pasok sa mga. Guys, nakalagin ako, so hindi kayo magkakaroon ng problem. Continue with email lang.
Sige guys, mag-try nga kayo. Makalog in. Nakapasok naman. Yay! Okay. So, papakita ko muna sa inyo yung itsura ng branding or marketing packet na sinasabi ko. So, ito yung mga gawa ng mga students namin before. Ayan yung itsura niya. Gagawa tayo ng ganito. Something na po pwede ninyong mabaon at magawa ay nawala.
Yung mga walang background yun sa design na, di mo akalain, oo.
Yes, oo. Kagaya nyo sila. So, they are all aspiring VAs and they didn't know na kaya pala or possible nilang magawa. So, that's a good thing about Canva, guys. And Pinterest as well. So, for your, parang for your inspiration, you can go to Etsy and lagay kayo dito marketing packet para lang may idea kayo or magkaroon kayo ng ano kayang itsura or feels nung gagawin kong design. Or you can go to Pinterest too. Okay. Marketing packet as well. Nahanap ko lang yung like pwede pakakahanap yung document na na yung may brand guidelines.
Okay.
Salamat. So, ayan siya. Ay, nawala. Kailangan ko pa mag-sign up. But that's basically that. Pwede kayo pumunta sa Pinterest. O, diba? Nag-verify siya mag-isa. Sabi ng anak ko, kamukha ni Miss Lexi si Julie Ann San Jose. Iba ka dyan, bakla. Ano ka dyan? Oh. Julie Ann San Jose ka daw, bakla. Ganda.
Akala ko nga po si Karen eh.
Sino si Karen?
Char lang, char.
George, zero ko. Hindi ka pa nasaya.
Nag-expect pa, no?
Hindi ka pa nasayahan sa Julie Ann. Gina! Karen po. Ano ba? Anyways, ayan na yung Pinterest. Sige. So, asa na yung bakla?
Ito sinesearch ko pa, wait.
Okay, so, pagpunta ninyo sa Canva.
Ayan. Kita ko na.
So, ilalagay namin kayo sa breakout room. Or kahit wag na, dito na lang tayo. Para
Kaso, update ko pa ba? Kasi may mga...
Patagalin nyo lang yung names nila.
Okay.
Tapos, pasend ako. Kahit PDF, pwede ba? Or send mo sa link.
Google Docs.
Sige, Google Docs. Thank you. And so, open natin to guys. So, ganito siya guys. Ayan. Ano to? Okay, tanggalin natin si Gladys. Alright. Ay, ano ka pala? Okay.
I'm sorry.
Ito basically yung gagawin ninyo. Pero alam ko naman na hindi nyo siya matatapos kasi anong petsa na. But you can start and you can use the Canva link, Canva login. Huwag nyo naman ipamigay na yung Canva login natin. Sa inyo, sa atin na lang yan. Now, you can choose here a brokerage that you want. This is basically all their guidelines. So for example, Keller Williams yung agent ninyo. Ito yung marketing guidelines nila sa Keller Williams. This one is searchable as well sa Google. So, ayan, makikita ninyo yung colors nila. Makikita ninyo yung kung ano yung mga dapat or important when you are creating signage. Okay? Yard signs. Diba? Ano yung reception area signage, websites. So, pwede ninyong makita yan dyan. And then I will be sending this here. Ayan. Can I use yung sa FB page ko? Pwede din naman, pero siguro i-base mo na lang din dito. Okay? Pero this one, if for example, lalo kung ang target market ninyo is real estate, so at least you have something or a marketing packet that you can show to your clients in the future. Okay? So, meron instruction na din dito. You have to invent a name, a phone number, and an email address. You can pick a real estate agent in Canva. Okay? About real estate siya. Oh, that's good, diba? So, when you log into your Canva account, diba? So, for example, you will be creating a logo. So, halimbawa, meron diyang nakalagay na, ayan, may nakalagay na, alam ko iba yung, ano yung pixel ng logo, Lexi? Para
1080 by 1080.
1080 by 1080. Okay, so halimbawa, gagawa tayo ng logo, meron naman na dito, or you can search your logo. So, ayan, may lalabas naman na dyan. Ito 500 by 500 lang, but if you want to custom size, ayan. So, pixels, and then 1080 by 1080. Diba? And then, create a new design. May mga, familiar naman na kayo sa Canva, right? And then, sa templates, you can put here a logo. And then, you can choose logo here. So, pwedeng yan. Bawa, ito yung nagustuhan ko. Diba? So, pili na lang kayo ng brand or colors. Depende sa inyo. Gusto nyo ng purple. So, it really depends on you guys. Okay? So, ganyan siya. And then, as much as possible, sana masendan nyo kami ng copy. Diba? Para makita naman namin yung magagawa ninyo. Okay. G ba kayo dyan? Or ayaw nyo na? After nito, wala na. Hindi nyo nagagawin yung natutunan ninyo. Ganyan naman kayo eh. Diba? So, mga ganyan. Tapos palitan nyo lang. G! O, yan. Yan yung mga gusto ko. Diba? Halimbawa, Marian, Maria, Ana. O. Yun yung MA. Maria Ana. Oh, yan. And then, again, dito, real estate agent. O, ganyan. O, diba? So, may logo na kayo. Pwede nyo naman gawin na ganyan. So, something na po pwede ninyong pag-practicean lang in the meantime. And then, gawa kayo ng puti. Ay, gawin nyo na lang. Copy nyo na lang to. So, duplicate the page. And then, make this white. And then this one, gawin nyo lang darker. Ganyan. Depende sa brand, yung brand colors. Kung hindi kayo magbe-base dito sa branding guidelines na provide namin, okay lang din naman. But if, halimbawa, real estate, yung target audience niyo, I would suggest gawa kayo ng under the branding guidelines na. Gusto ko i-post nyo siya sa Facebook group, diba? Para makita natin din yung compilation ng gawa ninyo. Something na you should be proud of, diba? Kasi you're taking action, right? So, ayan, makikita ninyo yung gawa ng mga students ko, diba? So, again, wala silang idea na paano siya gawin, diba? Si Roxanne was a previous casino dealer. So, something na nagawa niya. O, Kylie Jenner. Tapos, when it comes to the headshot, halimbawa, kukuha kayo, hanap kayo ng photo So, halimbawa gusto nyo itong lagyan ng photo, dito lang sa elements, guys. And then, lagay nyo lang dito, headshot. Tapos, click nyo yung photos. Yan. So, makakakuha na kayo ng different headshot na po pwede ninyong gamitin para sa mga clients ninyo. Okay. Maraming coffee nito. Task for this batch SMM. Aww. Uy, maglo-look forward ako. Huwag niyo akong paasahin na. Struggle ako sa fonts, coach. Maganda yan. Okay, so when it comes to, halimbawa, struggle kayo when it comes to color, when it comes to fonts, pwede kayong pumunta dito. Styles. Tapos, meron naman na dito, ayan, mga recently used, kung anong mga fonts yung magandang pagsamahin, diba? O kaya ito, font sets. Meron na rin si Canva niyan. Ayan, o diba? So, pwede ninyong puntahan yan, gamitin kung ano yung mabebeta ninyo. Makakatulong ba to sa'yo, Mary? Or you can search in Canva. Canva tuloy. Google. Font combination. Ayan. So, madami kayong makikita ditong images na may font combination. Baka kasi wala dito yung sa Canva. Searching. Ayan. So, madami kayong resources na po pwede ninyong gamitin. Alright? Okay ba? Kailan ang deadline? Mamaya.
Pati ako nagulat eh.
Nabulunan pa kayo doon? Hindi, if you can do it over the weekend, halimbawa hindi naman kayo busy during the weekend, something that you can share, diba? Pagtuunan nyo ng pansin, kung nanonood kayo ng K-drama, isakripisyo ninyo ang K-drama, diba? Para sa pagiging virtual assistant, diba? So, ayun, that's something that you can do, something na, aasa talaga ako guys, promise, aasa ako. Oo, Lexi, can you share to them kung paano ka nakakuha ng client sa Facebook?
Okay.
Go.
Ito na. Nagjo-join na ako sa mga groups.
Tingnan lang ako.
Since mahilig tayo sa mga sa mag-design. Ang sinasalihan ko puro Canva, pero nakakuha talaga ako ng client dito sa Canva Design Circle kasi puro to eh. Iba't ibang tawag ito, iba't ibang bansa. And then, di ba usually kapag may nagpo-post dito, nag-share ng mga ganyan, mock-up, nag-share sila ng work. Pero yung iba naman, merong job op. Pwede kang mag-search gamit yung hashtag job op. Ganyan. Pwedeng ganyan. So, pag nakita mo kaka-post lang, at pasok naman yung kailangan na, halimbawa, kailangan niya ng graphics for real estate agents, since alam ko kung paano siya gawin, magme-message ako sa kanya. Pero kung basahin niyo munang mabuti ha, minsan yung mga client, ayaw na lang mina-message, ayaw na lang direct message. Kailangan mag-send ng email, send yung portfolio, send yung pricing and all, ganyan. So, sakto nung last time, nag-i-scroll lang ako dyan. May nakita akong kaka-post. Parang hirap siya sa color combination naman. Minessage ko siya agad. Kahit hindi pa siya nag-reply, may binigay kasi siyang sample. Inedit ko yun. Nagsabi ko, pwede niyang gawin gantong color combinations yung ipalit niya. Kasi nga, parang neon pa nga yung ginamit niya. So, dahil medyo nagpabibo si bakla, hindi na siya nag-reply sa iba, sa akin na. Ganun lang siya, ganun lang usually ang ginagawa ko. Kahit madami pang comments yan, nagtatry pa din ako. Parang if ever na hindi ka pa nakakahanap ng VA or graphic designer, just let me know, mga ganun. Tapos to must be in the US due to the time zone. So, ano na yan, lalagpasan mo na. Pwedeng kung hindi job off, at gusto natin yung mga recent post lang, dito lang tayo sa discussion. medyo kailangan ng tiyaga kasi iisa-isahin mo siya. Minsan naman nakakakita ako sa comments, iniisa-isa ko din yung comments, guys. Parang may interview din ako last time, ibang position naman 'to. Sa comments ko lang nakita, hindi siya nag-post. Oh, 'di ba? Gano'n lang. Ganun yung pag-aano natin. Saan po kayo gumagawa ng portfolio? Iyan yung sa totoo lang wala pa akong portfolio. Naggawa lang ako ng folder lahat ng mga ginawa kong graphics for Yssa, sa mga previous clients, ganyan. Nilagay ko lang do'n, then binigyan ko siya ng link, gano'n lang. Pero balak kong mag-create din ng portfolio sa Canva. Meron siya sa Canva. Or iniisip ko website na. Puwede kang mag-create sa search ka lang portfolio. Madami siyang template. Pili na lang kayo.
Pero like, 'di ba guys, parang kumbaga anong sa advantage na rin na hindi nyo pala kailangan ng portfolio kasi si nakakakuha ng client even wala pa siyang portfolio, right?
Mga gantong sample yung sinesend ko, yung maganda sa mata. Nakaakit. Ganun lang guys. Try nyo, promise. Walang mawawala sa pag-try.
Mm-hmm. Tsaka kaya namin kayo pinapagawa ng yan, yung marketing packet or brand na yan. Kasi that's something that you can show to your clients. Diba? Kasi pag sinabi nyo lang na, opo, marunong akong gumawa ng ganito, marunong akong gumawa ng ganyan, but if you cannot show them anything, diba? Parang kung ako si client and you can't show me anything, parang all talk ka lang, hindi din nila kayo kukunin. Right? So, ayun. Ako sa Canva lang din gumawa ng portfolio. There you go, right? So, but again, from someone na kumikita, 'di ba? Without portfolio, you can, 'di ba? So, we're not saying you don't have to create your portfolio, but what we're saying is kahit wala kang portfolio client, as long as may tiyaga ka. Okay? Alright. May tanong kanina, lahat ba need naming gawin? Well, actually, if you can, mas gusto ko siya na lahat sana magawa ninyo, 'di ba? If you have the time, you can, 'di ba? You can do it all and then post nyo siya sa group, something na you can share na umattend kayo sa social media management basics, right? Something that you can show to your clients in the future, especially kung wala pa kayong nagagawa na kahit ano. Have you tried creating graphics na ba sa Canva? Any one of you? Si Mary for sure, kasi meron ka ng portfolio, right? How about the others? You did. Oh, see, you are trying na. Meron ba sa inyong malakas ang loob na makakapag-share sa amin ng gawa ninyo? May mga Canva na ba kayo? May mga Canva accounts na kayo? Diba? Nagtatry na kayo. Free Canva lang po. O, yan, RG, meron ka ng premium. Diba? So, sulitin. Sulitin natin, diba? Alright. O, free Canva, pero nakagawa ng portfolio. Nasa ano lang talaga yun, guys. It's in your drive kung kung gusto nyo na ba talagang magkaroon ng client or ipagpapabukas nyo na naman. Diba? Kasi busy ako madami akong ginagawa. Manonood pa ako ng Ji Chang-wook, diba? Or kung sino man yung pinapanood ninyo, diba? So, ganun siya. Coach, day 19 activity, I cannot make a copy in docs. Day 19, ano yun? Saan yun?
Yung binigay natin.
Ay, hindi ka makagawa ng copy? Talaga? Wait. Why not?
Anyone with the link naman siya.
Wala kaming, hindi kami nakapag-activity nung nung day 2. Kasi ang dami kong in-explain nun. Pero like, nag-audit tayo nun, di ba? Sino yung mga naka-attend nung day 2? Nag-audit kami nun. Kaso live, parang tinatanong ko lang sila. Send ko na lang dito, Lorenzana. There you go. Okay. Para you can save it on your end na lang. Alright. So, again, you can check the Facebook group. So, kung wala pa kayo dun sa Facebook group, let's see. Para alam ninyo kung saan nahanapin yung guides. So, ito yung group natin, right? And then, you can click here the guides. So, ayan. Makikita nyo dito, part 3, free webinar material. Part 2, free webinar material. Part 1, free webinar material. Dito yung sa work from home journey. Ito naman yung sa social media basics. So, pwede nyo puntahan to. So, makikita nyo dyan. Ayan. Asan na yun? Ayan. So, meron mga link na pre-provide si Lexi na pwede ninyong ma-download. May IG po ako, Coach for Practice, Cat Advocate Cebu. O, there you go. O, diba? Maganda yan. At least mapapractice mo even your insights. Kasi diba, again, pag napapakita nyo kay client, marunong akong tumingin ng insights, diba? Marunong ako kung paano mag-create ng strategy. Itong follower ko na to. Meron akong student before, nakakuha siya ng client kasi siya yung nagpalaki ng isang Facebook group from scratch. So yun yung ginawa niyang testimonial and pinakita niya doon how engaging the group was. Diba? So ngayon nagko-coach na siya. Nagtuturo na rin siya ng course. So, kilala mo ba to, Lexi? Kamatch mo to. Diba? So, ayun, right? So, yung mga ganun, kapag kasi pinapractice nyo siya, that's something that you can show to your client. Meron kayong proof na hindi lang kayo all talk, na gagawa niya talaga siya. Alright? Questions? It's 11:39, we're done. Do you have any questions so far? Questions? Hello? Wala na. Oh, let's open camera. Mag-picture tayo. Knowledge overload. Sorry na. Pasensya na. Hi, Dimple! Tingnan niyo, may mga pictures naman pala kayo. Nanggigigil talaga ako sa inyo paminsan-minsan. Tapos si April, parang pinagandaan pa ako ni April. Naka-raffles pa yan. O, diba? Mag-hi kayo. Gusto ko marinig yung mga boses ninyo.
Say hi. Hello.
Hi,
Hi.
Cutie!
Hello.
Hi, Christy! Oh. Si Claire, si Mary. Ayan pala si Mary. Oh, pakak ang sando. Mag-hi naman kayo. Gusto ko kayong diba? May mga naman pala, mga camera naman pala. Hi, Lorenzana. Malamig ba dyan?
Like the young ones. I'm the youngest of the group.
Ako dyan sa pisngi niya.
I'm wearing so I have to do that. Yeah.
Ay, wala ka kaya kaya Mary, kabog. Diba? Pakak, Yung iba, wala kayong picture? Picture tayo para makilala ko kayo.
Hayag man ngit-ngit.
Bebe na rin dun, Hi, Rachel!
Cute sila mga babies.
Yes. Pero hindi po anak ni Lexi yan. Huwag niyo po siyang i-drop.
Pamangkin mo.
Pamangkin niya lang po yan. Ayan. Kaka-invest lang. Tingnan mo, Joan, kaka-invest mo lang tapos gumawa ka na agad ng social media, para makakuha ng client, makabili ng camera, next free webinar, meron ng camera, diba? Pupunta ba kayo sa cold calling? Cold calling tayo next time, ha?
Yeah.
Yes. Madaming
I
nag
have a cat here.
Oh, your cat, a fur mom. There you go.
So you have babies that have cats.
Yeah. So, meron. Magkakaroon tayo ng free webinar for cold calling. Yan yung next natin after social media. So that's both appointment setting and cold calling yung next natin. Okay? So magko-calls tayo. Sino ba mag-calls? Sino mag-calls? Gusto
Yes.
mo mag-calls? Yeah?
We could always try.
Yeah. Pwede. So we have a CRM in in Revasis. Diba? So pwede tayong gumawa ng access ninyo for that webinar. All right, all good. Let's take a picture. Come on, bebe, smile. 1, 2, 3. Okay, one more. Isa pa. Yung bebe na yan, hindi umingiti. 1, 2, 3. All right. Thank you,
Thank you.
everyone. Aasa
Thank
ko
you, Lexi. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, Coach.
everybody.
Thank you, Coach.
See you.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Lexi. Thank you.
See you next webinar.
Antok ko yun. Ay, na yung baby. Mama. Ang cute-cute. Ang sarap kagatin.
Ano yung lipstick? Akan yung lipstick.